Welcome back, students, to the next session of English language. Today we'll be starting with the sequence of tenses. Before we begin, let me introduce you to the tenses and its uses. Now, what is a tense? It is a form of a verb that shows if something happens in the past, present, and future. So there are three main divisions of time. That is, we all know it: present tense, past tense, and future tense. The verb of a tense has most to do with denoting time. So we say there are mainly three tenses of a verb, namely the present tense, past tense, and the future tense. The word tense means time. The division of the three tenses are the present tense, past, and future. I'll give you some examples to identify the difference between present, past, and future. These are the examples for the present tense. The earth moves round the sun. It generally rains in July and August. School reopens on 10th of July after the holidays. Now we come to the examples of past tense. We arrived here half an hour ago. He killed a snake yesterday. The boys wrote a letter this morning. Now we come on to the next part, that's the future tense. The example for future tense are: we shall go to Delhi next day. My grandpa will be 80 in March. The guests will soon be here. Now we start with what is present tense and its use in the various kind of sentences. The verb of a sentence that denotes an action taking place in the present time is called a present tense. For example, she drives a car. Hot air rises and cold air descends. Now it is further divided into there are further subdivisions to this. We have simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and perfect continuous tense. We start with the simple present tense. When you use a verb to tell about things that happen continually in the present, like every day, every week, or every month, we use simple present tense. Simple present tense is used for anything that happens often or is factual. Example: I go to school every day. I work in London. We meet every Thursday. With this we come to the next part, that is simple uses of simple present tense. Simple present tense speaks about the expressions in the immediate present. Examples: it is very cold. She wants to speak to me at once. Now under this, please note, the simple present tense is also used when a sentence begins with here and there. Here comes the captain. Here comes the bus. There goes the train. And there she goes. Simple present tense also indicates the present period, and it is used to refer to an event, actions, and situations which are true at time of speaking and which may continue indefinitely. For example, my father works in an office. Our school has a big hall. The boy plays with the scrap. The next important point where simple present tense is used is when it expresses a situation that is permanent. The train runs from Delhi to Mumbai. Our office faces the east. River Ganga flows from Gangotri to Ganga Sagar. The next point, the use of simple present tense expresses a general truth or an universal truth. For example, honey is sweet, fortune favors the brave, a chemical reaction takes place in the fuel cell, the soul is immortal. We come to the next part. Simple present tense also expresses a future action, that is, when the futurity is indicated by the context. Example, what do we do next month? The college reopens next Monday. The train starts at 5 p.m. The examination begins next week. The Prime Minister leaves for the USA on 13th of this month. Simple present tense also expresses actions or states that are habitual or permanent. Words like rarely, generally, often, seldom, etc. are often used with simple present. Examples, it generally rains in August. She usually spends the summer at the seaside. They rarely go to the theater. She often goes to the cinema. He always does his work well. He seldom or never makes a mistake. The next point we have is simple present tense expresses a regular or habitual actions. Example, I get up early and have breakfast. We can also be more precise about habitual actions by using simple present with adverbs of frequency such as always, ever, never, occasionally, or the adverbial phrases like every day, twice a month, on Sunday, etc. He comes here twice every month. I practice speaking English every day. The next usage is simple present used with time clause. Time clauses are introduced by conjunction of time, such as when, while, until, after, as soon as, etc. Examples under this is, when you come to Mumbai, pay us a visit. Wait there until I come back. I will not leave till you come. When you reach home, I shall meet you. Simple present tense is used in conditional clauses. Conditional clauses have two clauses, that is, the conditional clause and the main clause. When the main clause is in the simple future, the conditional clause beginning with if or unless is in simple present. Examples, unless you walk fast, you will be late. If you work hard, you will succeed. Unless he studies, he will not pass. If it rains, we shall get wet. We will wait until she comes back. Simple present tense is used in factual writings. When somebody shows others how to do something, simple present tense is used as pour 3 cups of water and bring it to boil. Put the water in the kettle and put 4 teaspoons of tea leaves. After 3 minutes, strain the tea, add milk and sugar. Simple present tense is used in dramatic narratives. It is used to describe the action of a play, opera, etc. It is also used in radio, televisions, commentaries as sports, events, and public functions. Example: in the film, Amit plays the central role. The audience waits anxiously for the function to start. Here comes the chief guest with a garland around his neck. Hemu's army now advances and the bloody battle commences. Simple present tense is also used in reports. When you are reporting someone's speech at some point in the recent past, you can use the simple present of a reporting verb, such as hear or tell. Examples: I hear you are moving. I have never seen ice skating, but they tell me it is a fascinating sport. Kapil Dev runs up to the wicket. He bowls. I take the tea bag. I dip it in a cup of hot water. I mix milk. The tea gets ready. Simple present tense is also used to introduce quotations. Thomas Fuller says, "The great and the small have need of one another." Shakespeare says, "Frility, thy name is woman." With this, we come end to the discussion of simple present tense. We'll continue with present continuous tense in the next class. Till then, stay safe, stay home.